On the show today, the Dean of Mean, Mr. Simon Cowell, and the Queen of Comedy, Jo Brand.
It's 5 o'clock, live from London with Mr. Paul O'Grady.
Good evening! Good evening! Thank you! Thank you! Bit of us, please. Do you know what? I don't want to kick off because it's my first show, but I was stood in the makeup department because I'm not this colour normally, I'm sort of blue-grey. And the producer of this epic, Bert, who's about this eye, he's like a borrower. Actually, he's not, he's more like a hobbit. No. And he's got more hair on his feet than he has on his head. His head's shaved like a rosary bead. He comes in, I'm serious now, he comes in and he says to me, because he talks like the Duchess of Duke Street, he says, "Have you washed your hands?" "Have I washed my hands?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Have you had a wash?" "Yes." He said, "Lift your pants up." So I had to stand there, I'm serious, in the makeup department like this and do this. He said, "Just to make sure you got the right socks on." And then he said, "Where are you going with that hairdo?" Because that's sort of, you know, these days how they, like, get the gel and spike their hair up. You know, it was like him up the back, yes. So, like, you stuck your finger in the electric socket for 10 minutes. He said, "Flatten it." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because it might look all right on a teenager, but on you, you look like a derelict." Now, what I want to know is, would you go into Parky and say this kind of thing? "Have you had a wash, Parky?" Or Anne Robinson? Imagine saying it. Imagine that raised eyebrows on Aunt Actually, no, she can't raise her eyebrows, can she? So there'd be none of that. So I just thought, well, that's a great start, O'Grady, to the nice. Anyway, this is the very first Paul O'Grady show, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't like the title. No, I don't want to moan on my first day. No. No. Why are you roaring? What's happened? I wanted to call it the 5 o'clock Club, but the powers that be upstairs, you know, the bosses, they said there used to be a kids' show in the 60s called the 5 o'clock Club with Wally Whiten and Muriel Young. Remember it? And Pussycat Willem and Ollie Beak, the parrot. Do you remember it? God, you're old, you lot, aren't you? So they said to me, they said, "Paul, don't worry," they said, "go away, don't worry about it, because now we'll think up a title, a really snappy original title." So they locked themselves in a room for a fortnight, and after a lot of thought, they came up with the Paul O'Grady Show. Brilliant, eh? See, Channel 4 has a whole department devoted to thinking up titles, and they come up with things like, what was in Frank Sinatra's coffin? Frank Sinatra's body, I should hope, really. Anyway, while I'm on hot to trot, today's Daily Express. Now, I've had enough of this. How Cilla's new man passed the Dale test. You know they're obsessed with Cilla Black getting a boyfriend. I mean, she's an old-age pensioner. She's 79, she can hardly walk. And they're saying, they said, well, I'll just read this out, because it says, "This marks an important step for Cilla," said Paul. I never said a word. Paul is always extremely critical of anyone she's dating, but she and John seem to be a good match, and Paul just thinks it's wonderful to see her enjoying a man's company again. I've never met the man. I wouldn't have a clue. If she was going out with King Kong, I wouldn't care, as long as he didn't rob her handbag and made her happy, you know what I mean? So please, Daily Express, if you want a quote, ring me. Don't just print rubbish that I didn't say. I've never met the geezer. She only went to a football match with him. And hand in hand, can you imagine Cilla holding a fella's hand? Can you? He can hold his own hand, it's not heavy. So. Anyway, I've got some great guests today who are blackmailed to come in, quite frankly. We've got Simon Cowell. And we've got the lovely Jo Brand. Yes! And Jo's got a recipe for flapjacks she's dying to share with us. And we all want to see Jo's flapjacks, don't we? Yes, so she'll be doing that later. And also, I've got an exclusive, yes, an exclusive interview with Jude Law, thanks to my intrepid and unique showbiz reporters, D&B. And it's all here tonight on my own show, The Fools. The Fools! Broadcasting live to the nation, and they can't... I wish you'd get rid of this cup. It makes me look gay. Please. Please. I want a mug, a big builder's mug, a navvy's mug with a crack, stinking of nicotine. So, I'll be honest with you, there's I mean, there's been things in the press about rivalry, you know, with a certain other programme, and... all I like to say is I've got nothing but admiration for Blue Peter. Nothing at all. And... to go one better, we've even got a dog. Where is he? Buster, come on, my dog. Come on. Come on, Peter. Come on. Hey, say hello to the punters. This is Buster. This is my dog. Phew, Buster, you stink. You've been rolling in fox poo again, haven't you? And if you'd like to join the Buster fan club, kiddies, please send a postal order for £10,000 to Buster, care of P.O. Box 10, the Cayman Isles. Yes. And you'll receive a free poo, one of Buster's poos. I know I'm not allowed to say poo, it's tea time. Now then, every day this week, ITV, yes, the ITV, are giving away £10,000 in cash. £10,000? Not bad, you know, is it? No. It's the biggest cash prize on daytime TV, and all you have to do at home is to sign the scroll and give me your immortal soul. But failing that, here's how you can win that 10,000 smackaroonies. Roll VT. To win £8,000 cash, all you have to do is answer this simple question. Martin Clunes recently starred in which series? Was it A, Doc Martin, B, Doc Wellington, or C, Doc Flip Flop? To enter by phone, just call 09012 933 955. Calls cost £1, and you can also register to win a further £2,000 or more in our Guess the Theme Tune competition. To enter by text, simply text the word Paul, followed by your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Text messages cost £1. You can enter to play Guess the Theme Tune by following the instructions on the text message which will be sent to you. Oh, you missed that, viewers at home, just as well you did. For various reasons, I've had to hide Buster under the desk. Anyway, don't worry if you didn't get the numbers down. I'll give you all those details later in the show, later on. And don't forget, the lines close at midnight. If the show finishes at 6, what good's that? Now then, do you like car boot sales, do you? Yeah! I love them. Now, when I say, you know, like car boots, I don't mean like, you know, I mean the sales. I don't mean standing in car parks looking at the back of cars going, ooh, lovely. I'll show you. I went to one on Saturday. I got this, an Elvis doll. Look at that. He's lost the boot. Isn't that fabulous? Some wartime toilet paper. Genuine wartime toilet paper that used to use in the tubes. We won't go any further, because people are at home cooking their tea. All right, Lynn, what are you giving the kids? And this. Now, I have got, well, it's not my money, it's ITV's, 50 quid. 50 smackers, seriously. If anybody can tell me what this is for. Maybe it's an early Victorian nose hair remover, is it? Take half your ear off while you're at it. Yes? No, not yet. Yeah, we'll come back later on, and we'll come back later on. The studio audience, viewers at home, please. They only came in for a warm. Oh, yeah. There's no celebrity audience here with this lot, so no. The only list you find this shower on is the NHS waiting list for the hip replacements. But I will be back after the break, and I shall tell you what this is. So make sure you join me when Mr. Simon Cowell will be here. Still to come, Simon Cowell and Joe Brand. Thank you. God, you're lively, you lot in here. Hold them back, hold them back. Now, have you guessed what this is? Can anybody guess? Go on, then.
It's a chest hair curler.
It's a what?
A chest hair curler.
Chest hair curler. We'll put that to the test later. Whip your bra off. Come here. Anybody else?
A peeler.
A what peeler?
Apple.
An apple. You're nearly there. Potato. No, you're nearly there. No. I'll tell you what I'll do. You can have a tenner each, because you're nearly there, yeah. Give them a tenner each, will you? I'd get up, but I can't be bothered. Give them a tenner each. Tenner each. I'll have that. Fabulous. No, no. I'll have No. That's it now. I'm sorry. No more bids. No more bids. I want a Chinese meal when I get home. Thank you very much. I'll show you what it is. It's brilliant. It's a Victorian peach peeler. Watch. Watch this. That fabulous? Give them tenners, will you? Look, they're salivating. They are. Take them now. You don't mind being on camera. You're not wanted, are you, for an unpaid fine? Go on. There you go. Good lads. Give them a tenner each. Tenner each there. Well done. Well done. You're welcome. Now, my very first guest of the series is one of the most famous men in the world. He won an MTV Movie Award for his role in Scary Movie 3. He has a cameo in Shrek 2. There's a waxwork of him. He's got a dating show on American telly that attracted millions of viewers. He's the judge of Pop Idol, American Idol and X Factor. He's worth millions and billions and trillions of pounds. Listen. And how did he get all this? How did he achieve all this, folks at home? I'll tell you now, by hard work and possessing an evil gob. Yes. Will you please welcome the man himself, Mr. Simon Cowell. That's it. How are you, Ken? Take yourself down. Simon. Oh.
Did you just say I had an evil gob?
You've got an evil gob. You've got a mouth like a bee's bum, as my mother would say. Stinging remarks.
Pot, kettle, black,
Well,
O'Grady.
Simon, I nearly called you Paul. Simon, thank you for gracing our humble tea time show.
Where's your dog?
He's gone up to the dressing room.
I like your dog.
But do you want to play with him later?
Yeah.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, I like dogs.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
like dogs. I've got two, you know.
Yeah, I know you
I've
have.
got pigs as well.
Pigs?
2 pigs. I was washing a pig 4 hours ago and they wonder why my hands are dirty. Seriously. I've got cows, I've got sheep, I've got goats, and I've got geese called the geese
This wasn't in the pre-interview.
No, Simon. Ignore what they tell you in the pre-interview. That's false pretenses to get you on.
I'm learning.
I've got to tell you that, seriously, I'm a great admirer of your work. No, I am. And I'll tell you why. Because you're a man who kicks off and you're a man who's brutally frank.
Absolutely.
And I'm a great believer in aren't you? Yeah. Yes, we are. No. What's the worst thing you've ever said to anyone?
God, Paul, I don't know.
Have you never, ever thought, oh, God help them, you know when they're up there, like that fella who did the Barbie song when they worked in the chicken factory? Have you never thought, oh, God love him, I'll let him through?
Paul, I'm sitting there half the time thinking this is a setup. You know, I'm like, I'm always thinking it's like Candid Camera or something, and I look in their eyes to think, is this genuine or not? And I actually said to this guy, you know, the guy who works at the chicken factory,
he's fabulous.
This is a joke, right? And he went, no. And that's the moment, oh, Christ, I wish you hadn't said that. But sometimes when you watch the show back and, you know, because we just meet them for the first time when they come in the audition room and, you know, they're not very good and we tell them they're not very good. And then you watch it back on TV and you find out their dog died earlier on and blah, 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 blah. And you're thinking, oh, Christ, I wish I hadn't said that.
But do you ever, like, go home and, like, cry in bed in the wee small hours of the morning? Because you think, I've been really mean.
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, he's hard.
I think no, to be honest with you, I think I'm giving them a service.
No, I do.
I do.
Yeah.
You know, which is, you're terrible. Get on with your life. So I feel kind when I go home
What
at night.
makes you cry? I mean, say I showed you now on here Dumbo's mother with the baby Dumbo in her trunk singing, baby mine. Would you cry?
No.
Say I showed you the grandad and the Waltons going blind. Would you cry?
No. I think if you showed me Bambi's mother being killed...
But she got shot.
That's a whole different question.
So you are human, aren't you?
That's why I would never do a talent show with animals.
Oh, really?
Because I would be kind.
My Buster can't half-sing.
I'd be kind.
Whoa.
No, I really, really would.
He sings Ness and Door, mate. You've never heard nothing like it, honestly. I'll tell you...
I actually believe that.
It's just you're a sex symbol, Simon, aren't you?
To who?
Well, in the papers it says Simon Cowell's sex symbol.
Don't believe anything you read in the papers. The truth is...
I know that. The only thing you believe in the papers is the date. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, the point is that you can look like Godzilla, but if you go on TV, more people like you.
But I've never been called a sex symbol. Don't answer that. But I tell you what, we sent our team out onto the streets, because that's where we found them, let's face it, to ask... That King's Cross.
Oh,
to ask
God.
members of the public what made you hot property. Roll that tape. You see?
I don't think he's got any.
His money. That's all it would take.
Naughty boy, but I could train him.
I definitely think he appeals to older women.
I wish I knew.
I think it's his haircut. He's got that cool haircut, you know.
Excuse me?
I like him. I think he's quite domineering, and I'd like a man who'll tell me what to do.
Simon Carr, he ain't got none.
That didn't go too well, did it?
It didn't, no. And we all wondered what happened to Bella Denberg. Well, there she is.
But 1 out of 50, fantastic.
I like the X Factor. I'll tell you why I like the way you treat them, because I think there's a lot of people who aren't interested in music, have no knowledge in music, all they want is fame. And these are the ones who come on and you, like, slap them down.
Absolutely.
But I was crazy on, I've got to get her name right here, Rowetta.
Oh, I love her. Love her.
Isn't she?
Yeah.
Now, tell Rowetta from me.
Nutty as a fruitcake.
Yeah, but Simon, she's nervous.
Oh, give me a break.
Simon,
she's crazy.
She lacks confidence. When she said to you, Simon, please tell me I can sing, all you had to do was say, Rowetta. When she got up and sang an Etta James song, I thought, and that's a tricky song to sing, and she did it beautifully.
I have to make a very important decision on Rowetta next week.
Well, I'm telling you now, she's got some ammunition in her camp now. She's me.
Yeah.
Yes. No, seriously. No, seriously. We want Rowetta. Oh, Simon, please don't get rid of her. Please.
Well, you're going to find out on the show on Saturday.
Oh, no, please.
And you may not be happy. And the thing is that...
Don't start! I'll throw me tea over you.
I've got to tell you, this is true. This is a live show. This morning, it has all kicked off because we have shot a series of different endings because we knew the press would leak a lot of the stuff. Yeah. And there are going to be some shocks on Saturday.
Oh, really? Who's your hot favourites? Can you tell us?
I'll tell you who I think are good, and I hate to say this, but it's one of Louis' groups. I like the three...
I love them,
the three girls. Sisters of Soul.
Sisters of Soul, yes.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Yes, and me. The mother of the sister and the daughter,
yeah.
See, I could be in the music business. I could. No.
In a form, yes.
No, Simon, because like you know, I spotted Rowetta, you've got a great eye for talent, you're a Svengali, and you've got this new lot out now, haven't you? The opera lot, El Divo.
I've got 3 new guys coming out, who, I mean, you talk about what is the X Factor.
Yeah, and what is it?
Well, it's very difficult to define in words, but these guys, and it's not because they're signed to my label, these guys are the most talented singers I have ever met in my life.
Is this El Divo?
El Divo.
We've got a VT here. Can we show the VT, please? Show the punters at home for El Divo. Fabulous.
I've got to tell you, Paul, they are the definition of the X Factor. Just the best singers I've ever heard in my life.
And do you think they're going to go places?
Yeah, I do.
Simon, now, I used to have a music career when I was a kid. No, really.
As what?
I was known as the Little Richard of Birkenhead. Ignore this
How could I forget?
And, no, I'll tell you what happened. It's sad. I had a perfect coloratura, really.
What's that?
Quaver. Oh, right. And then I swallowed it and I went on to crisps. And what happened?
Answer that.
What happened was, I got a ganglion on my wrist.
A what?
A ganglion. I hate this lot now tonight. Go back, please, on Richard and Judy. Leave me alone.
What is a ganglion?
A ganglion's like a lump, and it stops you doing that. And what happened was, me singing...
Well, it didn't stop you.
It did, because I couldn't hold the mic, you see. And so, anyway, now I can, my ganglion's cleared up, and I think I'm ready, and I think you're the man to give me a recording contract. Oh, yes, you are, Simon. In fact, I've got my old accompanist list. I can't say it. The guy...
I know what you're saying.
Phil, out you come.
You're not going to sing to me.
I am. Simon, you're going to love this. Now, hang on, Phil, hang on. Phil has worked with me all over the world.
Hello,
Berlin,
Phil.
Hamburg. He hasn't, haven't you? That's it, yes. He's just come out of a home. We've scrubbed him down. And he's looking well. Simon, I want you to hear this. I'm going to give you the first option. No, because you're the man. You really are. You're the man.
I can't wait.
Never mind El Divo. Wait till you hear this. It's a kid, OK? You play it, I'll flatten this. In old Savannah, I said Savannah. The weather there, well, it's nice and warm. The climate's on the southern trend. I'm finished yet, but here's what I don't understand. They got a gal there, a sexy gal there. She's colder than an Arctic storm. She's got a heart that's like a stone. Even icemen leave her alone. They call her hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah. Jazz it up, Phil. The meanest gal in town. Leather is tough, but Hannah's heart is tougher. She's the gal who likes to see the men suffer. To tease them and thrill them, to torture and kill them. It's their delight, they say. Now I saw her at the seashore with a great big pan. There was Hannah pouring water on a poor drowning man. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, G.A. Ain't telling no lies, boss. She's hard-hearted Hannah, the vamp of Savannah, G.A. Thank you! Now, Simon, before you make your decision...
I've made it.
No, Simon, just think on, please, because this is a big decision for you to make.
They hated it.
No, this can make you millions.
They did.
Now, before you make your decision, I've actually got my two younger brothers with me, who, no, because they're big fans of Simon and the programme, and they'd love to meet you. I'll just get our Mauler and our Jaws. Come on, lads.
Oh, God.
Come up, Simon. This is our Mauler. He's 11.
Hello, Mauler 1.
And this is our Jaws. He's 14. Yes.
How you doing?
Have you, Phil? Have you got the muzzle? Not for the dogs, for our Mauler, because you know what he's like. Now, Simon. Now, my two lovely brothers, aren't they lovely? Just tell me what you think. Go on.
Wonderful.
I've got the job. I've got the job. Thank you, Simon. We'll be back later. Make sure you watch X Factor on Saturday. We'll see you after the break. Don't forget, you can be loaded by the end of the show. And here's a reminder how to enter today's cash giveaway competition. To win £8,000 cash, all you have to do is answer this simple question. Martin Clunes recently starred in which series? Was it A, Doc Martin, B, Doc Wellington, or C, Doc Flip Flop? To enter by phone, just call 09012 933 955. Calls cost £1, and you can also register to win a further £2,000 or more in our Guess the Theme Tune competition. To enter by text, simply text the word Paul followed by your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Text messages cost £1. You can enter to play Guess the Theme Tune by following the instructions on the text message which will be sent to you. Play it, Simon Cowell. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is I don't know what we're doing actually. I've lost all control, but I'm going
to help you.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Joe.
Live TV, we're taking over.
Okay.
And you're not really playing.
I am playing that organ. I am playing this organ. We're going to play now theme tune from a well-known television show, and you have to guess it, OK?
Is it Doctor Who?
No, I haven't played it yet. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
It started.
Shut up! See? I told you I can play it. Look at that.
Unrecognisable.
Mr. Cowell, who's our first caller on the line, please?
On line 1, I have Kathy from Surrey.
Hello, Kathy.
Oh, hello, Paul. How you doing?
I'm very well. You don't sound very posh from Surrey.
I'm not posh at all, no.
No, I
Not at all,
gathered
no,
that.
I'm only pretending.
Kathy, what was the name of that theme tune?
What's a Brookside?
No, sorry.
Aww.
Brookside. Joe, who have you got? Do you believe you're doing this?
I don't believe I'm doing it,
Go on,
but
then.
I've got Thomas from Ridge Hill.
Where's Ridge Hill?
No idea.
Thomas, are you there?
Hello. Near Manchester.
Hello. Oh, you're up in Manchester?
I am.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how do you know that?
Because I saw 0161.
Oh, right, OK. He's going to read your phone number, aren't you? Get dirty phone calls all through the night. I forgot your name, but what was the name of that tune I've just played?
Well, it was a bit racy. I think maybe Holby City.
What? What?
Holby City. No,
Holby
sorry.
City?
Simon, who else?
Well, it was unrecognisable.
It was not.
It was.
I used to play in our church until I played Elvis at a funeral and I got thrown out.
OK, line 3, I've got Holly from London.
OK, Holly.
Hello.
Hello, Holly. Speak up, love. You're a bit faint.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can now. Yes.
Hi,
Why am I
how are
shouting?
you?
OK, can you recognise that tune?
Yeah, I think I know what it is. Is it Casualty?
No.
Should we try my next one?
Go on, then. I've given up. Joe, I've lost the will to live. I mean, I've practised all day.
Next on the line, I've got Jeff Archer from The Nick.
Hello, Jeffrey.
It's John from... Where's Copley?
Near Manchester.
Oh, right. Again?
I tell you what, you did geography at school,
no,
didn't you?
0161.
Oh, got you. Clever, Simon. Clever. No flies on Simon. Go on, then. What was it?
Hiya, Paul.
Hiya. What do you think it was? Please help me out.
It's my wife's favourite, this.
Yeah.
Coronation Street. Not right.
Pathetic.
Are we having any more? Please.
Yes.
Where are you getting these people
I've
from?
I've got Margaret from York.
Hiya, Margaret.
Hello.
Go on, then.
I've no idea, so I'll guess dead cars.
She said what?
Z-Cars.
Have you been in a TARDIS, Margaret? Z-Cars? It's about 2,000 years ago. No, sorry.
What happens if no one gets it?
Because we have a rollover.
Oh, OK.
No.
It'd be a bit embarrassing live show first show.
No, we have a rollover.
Okay.
It goes up to £4,000 for tomorrow.
But it wouldn't be great.
No. Go on, then. Who's next?
Matthew.
Matthew. Where's it?
From Birmingham.
Oh, all right. Go on, Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Paul. How you doing? You all right?
Well, I'm not doing well, actually. In fact, I'm quite desperate. No, because nobody's guessed my beautiful playing in the name of that theme tune. Please help me out.
Well, for an experienced man like you, I'd expect your organ playing to be better than that.
Well,
But...
it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'll tell you, I did the soundtrack for Norma Desmond on Sunset Boulevard. That's me playing that organ. Go on, then. What is it?
was it Ready, Steady, Cook?
That hasn't got a theme tune.
It hasn't got a show, let's face it. Ainsley Harriott throwing sausage rolls around the place. No, thanks, that was wrong, and I'm afraid you're all wrong, which means that the £2,000 will roll over tomorrow for £4,000. So that's if you can guess the theme tune, played by me on this fabulous organ. And there's still time to register and enter our cash giveaway competition as well. And here's how you do it. Roll a VT, will you? Get me out of this hole. To win £8,000 cash, all you have to do is answer this simple question. Martin Clunes recently starred in which series? Was it A, Doc Martin, B, Doc Wellington, or C, Doc Flip Flop? To enter by phone, just call 09012 933 955. Calls cost £1, and you can also register to win a further £2,000 or more in our Guess the Theme Tune competition. To enter by text, simply text the word Paul, followed by your answer, A, B or C, to 63337. Text messages cost £1. You can enter to play Guess the Theme Tune by following the instructions on the text message which will be sent to you. All right, folks, I'm afraid that's about it for today. I did have goodie bags for you two, but the backstage locked up. Yeah. I'd like you please to put your hands together for my guests, Mr. Simon Cowell. And of course, D&B. Make sure you join me tomorrow when my guest will be, are you ready for this? Superstar Donny Osmond. And the Bills, Samantha Nixon, alias Lisa Maxwell. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.